Welcome, people. Today we're going to talk about knife crime. Now, enough is enough, and I'm going to be joined with my host today, and for every other podcast hereafter, Crystalla. So I'm going to add her up in a minute. Hi, Hazel. Good to see you, man. We'd love to get you up today and get speaking to you, because I know you will have a lot to say on this subject. Definitely. Right. Dun, dun. Right, Crystalla. Dun, 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 dun. Right, we had her up now. Hey, Captain Rambo. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Enough love, yeah? Hope you're all having a blessed day so far. Salute to you, man. Good to see you. I'd love to get you up today on the live as well, because you're another man. You are about what's going down on the streets, aren't you? Very proud of you. Your amazing work, man. Now, what I'd like today is to actually speak about what are the solutions for right now. What can we be doing to literally save our children's lives? What can we be doing like now? That's Crystalla. Right, I'm just going to add some people up. Right, I'm trying to get hold of Crystalla. So we're going to be talking to Crystalla first, and she'll be letting us know what it is that she does, because she's out here saving lives as well. So massive big up. Now, if there's anyone who wants to come up on the live to talk about how knife crime is impacting your life or the lives of people that you know, we want to hear from you. We literally want to hear from you, because enough is enough. I've been saying this for years, many years, but there's literally a war going down on our streets at the minute, and it has been for a very long time. Where is Crystalla? Hopefully Crystalla will join us very soon. Now, there's a lot of people out in all our communities doing exceptional work. I'm in awe of the work that's being done, but literally we need to do something now to save lives right here, right now. Now, anybody who would like to get on board, we'd love you to help with our campaign, the nationwide bleed control kit that we want all over the UK, literally. Yes, my darling. I'm going to add you up now, yeah? All right? Here we go. Here we go. Right, here we go. Right, I've requested you, darling.
Hi, girl.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, beautiful. All the best
Oh,
to
so
see
nice to
you.
see you. Oh, we've been waiting for this for ages, haven't we, babe?
Yeah, we have. Like, our hearts have been broken. Like, what's going on the streets, man?
It's awful. It's awful. I just can't even put into words how many young people we've lost.
Hmm.
I've been working with young people for 7 years now, actually, and worked my way up into safeguarding and leading in exploitation. And I'm sorry to say that sadly, it's not getting any better.
No, it's getting worse. Now, how did you get into doing what you do?
Well, I myself was a victim of exploitation. And when I was 15 years old, a ring of organized serial killers, pedophiles, decided that they wanted to tear me away from my family because they wanted access to my younger sisters. So it started from when I was really young. Obviously, I had no idea what was going on. And there was 3 separate attacks on me actually when I was young.
Oh,
And I ended up, oh mate, it's awful. And no one really knew kind of what the situation was or how deep it was. And then I saw them in a pub hanging around with my sister, and I decided that I needed to find out what was going on. So I ended up sticking around, marrying into this particular mob. My life was at risk several times. The abuse was off the scale. And once I, got out of that, I decided that I needed to make a change and I needed to stand up for victims. And luckily, by the grace of God, I'm still here and I've spent the rest of my life serving the public and helping the youth. And
bless you, my darling. To go through all of that, you know, and then, spending your time like, out there saving lives and trying to stop others from going through the same thing that you've gone through. Like
absolutely.
that, like thank you, like seriously, for everything that you're doing, everything that you have done. And that is awful and traumatic, everything that you've been through. I'm just, oh man, I'm so thankful that you're here still. I'm
I'm thankful
just,
for
and
you.
I've got so much love for you. You know that.
Likewise, my girl. You're the
Oh,
only one that got me on a live feed, mate. There you go.
oh, it's about time though, because we've talked about it for a long time. We
We did.
really, really have, haven't we? And I want to give you an in-depth interview, but we'll do that another time because today, well, all of these podcasts we're going to be doing, me and you,
Yeah,
it's going to be about solutions and what we can do now, literally.
absolutely.
We want to
Absolutely.
get the community on board with us and
Sorry,
also,
I'll stop you, miss. One of my young people that I used to, oh my God, she's joined. Oh, you
uh,
see this? Oh my God, she's such a beautiful, amazing young lady. And I had the privilege of meeting her and I'm so proud of her. And I want her to know that I'm so proud of her and I love her.
who is it?
Hello, my
Lovely.
beautiful girl. Hello. Oh,
Uh,
she,
uh,
that's how you
lovely.
change life, babe. You see that? What's real is real.
Yes, definitely. And who is that? Who's the girl?
Her name's Tyler. She's right there.
Oh, big up to you,
Big
Tyler.
up, Tyler. Big
Mwah.
up, beautiful girl. She's happy. She's a mum. She's doing amazing. I'm so proud. She's
Brilliant.
lovely.
Oh, bless you. And
Oh, I miss
well
you.
done, man.
I miss you
Oh,
too, girl. I can't wait to come and see you again. Don't worry. We'll sort it out. Yeah.
oh,
And I think like this is just living proof right here of the effects that you have being a real person,
hmm,
trying to protect young people, you
yeah.
know?
And that's what it takes, doesn't it? Like
Yeah,
being real, having that empathy, that love, that care, like real care.
yeah.
You've got that and you do that and you've been doing that for a very long time for lots of young people. Bless you for that. Like,
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
oh, oh man.
I know, it's crazy. I mean, there's so many elements to what young people are going through, and with everything that we've seen in the media, they're just. I mean, the knives are just ridiculous. I mean, how do they even get them?
Well, by all accounts, because I saw the other night on, I think it was on YouTube, and J Gang and Castillo had a talk about knife crime.
Mm,
And I know that Farron came on, he came on the phone call, and he was talking about the knives that are getting in. The knives are literally knives to kill bears. They're like horrific knives. They're not just your kitchen knives. They're, yeah. And they're getting them online. And I'm sure, I don't know if we were talking about the post, like they're not getting picked up in the post. Why are they not getting checked anywhere?
Exactly.
There's a group called the Peace and Love Movement, and they are doing a petition now, and it's particularly for that. So please, everybody, please sign that petition. I know it will be a while before, you know, we get all the signatures and it gets to Parliament,
Yeah.
but that will help a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I don't know who would go to, you know, like the post. I mean, it's shocking that they're not picking them up via being posted, you know, en route.
Yeah. This is what I fail to understand, how there can be a system that's this broken, where we can allow people to make money off of weapons that are killing our own people. How, I mean, how does that even happen? I can't in my head comprehend that. And like I said, from 25 years ago, I was fighting a machete. Like, I was chased down the road with one. I was lucky that he was like me, you know. From then to 25 years later, the weapons are getting worse.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, you're probably like myself, you didn't think it could get any worse.
Right.
But it's got, like, it's so shocking. Many years ago, I'm saying enough is enough. Our kids can't go to parties. They can't go shopping centres. They can't go, you know, hang around after school, outside the school.
Yeah.
They can't live, like, actually have a life, enjoy themselves. And it's we've got to come together and try and do something.
I agree.
Like,
I
literally.
agree.
Now,
I agree.
there's a lot of people out there who are providing solutions.
Yes.
I particularly want to look at the ones that will save lives now. Things that we can do, put into action, like right now, that will literally be saving lives while we're sorting out all the other stuff, whether it be, I don't know, sentencing or the knives being banned or not being sold.
Yeah.
So I've kind of, I'm doing a nationwide campaign with Daniel Baird organisation.
Amazing.
And that's the bleed control kits that I know will save lives. They're already saving lives. Now, Lynn, who started the charity, who did all the research, she's going to be coming on the show hopefully in the next week or two. And
Amazing.
she'll be able to break it down, like how she came up with the idea. But her son was tragically murdered. And she believes, and I believe, if one of those kits was available, he could still be here.
Absolutely.
And there's so many people out there who literally could be now saved or could have been saved had they had that. Yep. Now, I've got one here because Lynn, and please, everybody, please follow up Daniel Baird Foundation. Please go on their YouTube channel. Please watch their videos. They're short videos, won't take you long. You will see exactly what these kits are about. You'll see how they save lives, how you can get involved. Now, I'm doing a GoFundMe, which I want to raise the money so that I can put these, for as many as I can get, for £10,000 in my surrounding areas where Let Your Youth Live is. I would love for anyone out there at all, anywhere in the UK, to start raising the money yourselves. Get them put up in your high street. Get them put outside your local school. Get them on the local estate, right?
Absolutely.
Not only, so I'm going to show you the kits. Sorry, it's back to front, the writing, right? So we've got inside, we have medical gloves, we've got a bandage, compression, a gauze, trauma shears, a tourniquet,
amazing,
and a marker. But what is different about these is it's a lot different, is that these are done in conjunction with the ambulance.
Amazing.
The 999, right? So you literally use one of these on someone until the ambulance arrives and they take over, literally. So you can keep someone alive with this. They've recently, and this was another blessing as well, the company that put these together, there was another company that came along, and they've made a cabinet that is for public access. So the public, no matter who it is, who walks by, who comes across a victim, whether it's from knife crime or they've been run over, they can literally ring the phone. They'll be given a code to get one of these or similar to this inside, and then they'll help you to do what's necessary to use the kit and keep the people alive until the ambulance get there. Now, I need everybody's help. Like,
yes, girl.
I literally need your help, people, right? So does Lynn. Lynn, I just want to big Lynn up. I'm telling you, I can't big her up enough, the work that she's done. She has literally got these kits throughout the West Midlands, right? She's even does her own training. She's even set up the training. She's even got the videos done that show you how they work, how they will save lives, right? So please, like I said, have a think, people, who you can, link up with and raise some money to get one in your area or get one in every street. Like,
absolutely.
They're literally lifesavers. Now that's my one solution right now, while everybody's discussing, saying, we should do. That is something we can save lives, and we'll be able to physically see it. Even I think the City of London police, they got some a little while ago, and they've saved lives already. And I got a post today that said at Waterloo Station, there's been 3 put there, but we need them everywhere. So please check out Daniel Baird Foundation. Check out the work that they're doing. Support what they're doing. This is Lynn single-handedly, right? She's done all this on her own. But
well done.
Yeah, so big up to her.
Amazing. That's a brilliant. That's brilliant.
Now, just want to big up everybody up on the live. All right. Now we want to hear from you today as well. We want to hear solutions that you've got. If you want to come up on the live, just request us and we will add you up. If you want to talk about how knife crime is affecting you, impacting your life, impacting others, we want to hear from you. All right. And just message us as well. Anything you want us to
and I think also, what I wanted to say in relation to this, I understand that people want to get their phones out and record what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally, unless you're going to use it for evidence, what are you doing? Why are you glorifying it? Yeah. And this is the issue that I have. And obviously for your own safety, you have to stand back. But there's several minutes that could save a life. So rather than filming, call an ambulance.
Yeah. Or they could be down doing the kit, keeping them alive.
Exactly.
So that is what we need, more proactive. And I'm glad that you raised that point, because that is a very big point.
It is.
What happens when people are stabbed and bleeding out, that the first reaction is, let's get on the phone, film it. It usually goes viral as well. And I find that awful for victims' families, that, that might be the first time they're seeing that their child's been murdered before they've even been told, and people are sharing it. So I think that's something else that needs to be addressed.
In the time that it takes you to get your phone out and record, you could be calling an ambulance to save a life.
Yeah.
And I can't, I'm sick of seeing all these glorified footages of young people getting stabbed, and then it's going on YouTube.
Yeah. But I've been witness to so many murders, right, that I try, because there's so much going on.
Yeah.
It's trauma. When you pass that on, you are traumatizing other people with that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It is, yeah. So, I mean, I've been, saying it for a long time. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah.
It's not helping the community passing on these violent images of murder.
Right.
We've had enough awareness. I think everybody's aware.
Exactly. And they're keeping the footage so that when they do show it, they're getting all of these views and streams. And that's what's more important to them than save on a life. I can't deal with that.
Than people's lives.
Right.
And that is just, I mean, I literally can't fathom it. Like, I just...
It's a joke.
Yeah.
And, a lot of it comes from, gangs and if you're in a gang, more time you've been exploited, and then you've grown up as an older, and then you've got a job to do, and then you're getting other kids involved. It's trauma upon trauma upon trauma. And there's kids that are fighting for their lives. They don't feel safe without one.
Yeah, no, and I can understand that. Like, when I try and put myself into, like what it would be like now to be a child, like a teenager. Like, I can't even think how that must feel for kids.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go to parties. You can't even go to the park. Like, parks are probably the most unsafe places. Like, they should be like a safe haven for kids.
Exactly. Sorry, I don't know if someone's mowing their lawn. As long as everyone can hear you, it's fine.
Oh, that's all right. But yes, who's that? Halal Cool J. He's saying it's defo that friends being killed, vicious cycle, and it is a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
But it's what we do. It's like, what are we going to do about it? Like, I believe together we can do something.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think also what we've got to take into consideration is that there's a lot of stigma around young people. Oh, because they're young, or this, they're just trouble. And what people are failing to understand is that this is a process that they've had to go through to stay alive. Nobody wants to carry a knife. Nobody wants to be told, oh, I'm going to kill your family unless you go and do this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
These young people are soldiers out here. They're scared, whether they want to admit it or they don't want to.
I would be scared being their age, this day and age, with what is going on. And I just don't, I know the government, they're not interested. They may say they are, they're not doing anything. I want to big up the people who are doing the patrols as well, the school patrols.
Yeah.
Because that is another thing that we should all work together to get them everywhere. In all of our boroughs, like everywhere, school patrols to protect our children going to school and coming home.
Yep, exactly that comment there. Victims are used as scapegoats. So the process normally is you're basically a slaughter to the lamb. If you don't, you're a scapegoat for everyone else's wrongdoings. It's just like, when are the perpetrators realistically gonna stop putting victims in a situation where their whole lives are messed up?
Yeah, it's horrific. It's alarming. And this is why we've started this, haven't we, Crystalla? Because we need your help, people. Yeah, we need you to get involved with whatever you can do. Any solutions you have in mind. If it's something that we can help kids right now, we're fully with it. We will back it. We will, do everything in our power to get that going and get that happening. Now we've got M. Mike says, if social media did not allow it to be shown in the first place, that has to be our first hit. We make you right, M. We've discussed this, haven't we, Crystalla, before?
Yeah, we have.
Now, on Costello's show with J Gang on Friday, that is exactly, somebody phoned in and they said exactly about that. And their suggestion for a solution was that under 16s are not allowed social media. But
Right.
how would we get that implemented? How would that happen? But that was his suggestion.
Yeah. Please let
So
me.
if anyone's got any ideas, because I'm all up for, you know, doing something with Snapchat. I'm horrified what goes on Snapchat.
Oh, absolutely.
And that is the, you know, the place for the kids. They're all over it. They're on it every minute. That's where they see all these awful, awful things.
Yeah.
And it must be frightening as well.
Absolutely.
Because you can't take them images away. This is the thing with people sharing all these murders. Once you've seen it, that's it. You can't ever unsee that.
No. I mean, it's got so bad. I've had to get in between gangs before now. Literally, yeah. I've had to jump over people to save their lives. I've been in hostels where kids have had machetes down their leg and I didn't even know. And it's only because I'm, you know, I am who I am and I'm trained in what I'm trained in, that young person didn't hurt me. But, you know, it's you just never know what situation or how you're going to handle a situation until you're in it. And I just want to give this advice to anyone. If you are in a situation where you know that someone is going to be a victim of knife crime, stop recording and call the ambulance service, please. Please, please, please. Those minutes are crucial. I think M90 wants to speak, so I'm not. How do you add people in here, Sweets?
I think I might have to do it on this one. All right, so Mike, yeah?
Yeah, let's see.
Add them up now.
Or he.
Yeah.
But it's just glorifying, and you know, they say music's to blame, but let's look at horror films. Let's go back to what happened to Jamie Bolger.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. You can't just blame it on one. Hiya.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, we're good, thank you. Just concerned about this knife crime though, and all our kids being killed.
Yeah,
It's frightening times.
indeed it is. I've been in social care for 30 years. I can say I big up to all of you that's trying to make a difference, but I have not seen a difference within that 30 years.
There hasn't been, has there?
No.
No. It's just get worse and worse and worse.
What I will give you a little tiny bit of background. Crystalla, I've been supporting for 10 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
bless you.
With emotional support.
That's my girl.
Oh, love you.
And we are at a crossroads now where the victims are now also being used as scapegoats because it's the victims that are punished and not the perpetrators.
Yeah. That's right.
How does that make sense?
No,
I'll
exactly.
never know.
A lot of everything doesn't make sense. What's going on?
A young lady just put a comment up, which I absolutely agree with. Mum should be checking bags.
Yeah,
yes.
You know what?
This
that came to me last night. Mm-hmm.
This absolutely starts from home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was thinking maybe we should have a national check your kids' bag day that only the parents know about.
Yeah, I also think what is valuable is first aid should be offered to children as young as primary school.
Yes. Yep.
I'm with you on your kits, and it's fabulous work you're doing, but a lot of sadly a lot of people wouldn't know what to do with a bandage. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
So without giving them a level of training,
mm-hmm.
you know, a lot of them, if they had that training, their phones wouldn't be the priority.
Yes.
The bandage would become the priority.
Yeah.
So I think there's grey areas in which we need to battle to get the support for the young people.
Yeah.
Amen.
And it's going to take us all coming together,
Indeed.
to do this.
Well, I still work frontline with exploited young people.
You still work with them?
Yeah, I still work with them.
Wow.
And I could tell you stories that make your hair grey. What I will say, in the last 2 years though, is there is no justice for the victim. There's no justice for it because their perpetrators are still out there. So whether you've lost your life or you've been saved, it's the victim that is frowned upon and not the perpetrator that's doing it.
Yeah, and that's wrong. Like,
there's no justification for our CPS. There is none. There's none.
Yeah, and I think, you know, even
and a lot of them do
even
turn to. Sorry, Crystal. A lot of them do turn to the police. Sadly, I'm not a police follower, but I will say, working front line with young people, the police do a hell of a lot, as well as ignore a hell of a lot.
yeah.
And their hands are equally tied.
Yeah,
because
a lot of the legislation, it's like it needs change. Like it's all old. It's not relevant to now.
No,
it's not up to date with the speed of how we're changing. No, not at all.
No, and that has to change, you know. But it's like this is such a state of emergency, like how, you know, with COVID they had the Cobra meeting. Because it's a nationwide, you know, it's an emergency. They can rush through laws, but they're not doing it for our kids. They're not doing it.
Yeah, but I think your first focus, which I'll gladly tell you, has got no interest, is our mayor. I wrote to him 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
About teenagers.
He shouldn't even still be in, mate.
No, he shouldn't be in, because he's got absolutely no interest whatsoever, yet he is our voice for domestic violence.
Yeah. Which, that's a worry.
It very much
so.
Real
worry.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't know.
No, I mean, also, I think there's a lot of kids that are in social care that don't have that family support. So the intensive work that we do, you know, we're up against the streets when we're trying to give them life skills. When,
literally,
you know, yeah, and I mean, we could predict step by step what's going to happen in a young person's life, and behold, we're right. That's how much we know our job.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've been in a hostel where a young person's got a machete down his trousers. We've had drug dealers at the door. We've had exploiters threatening to break our windows. And also what annoys me is that in social care, they're not doing it for the kids, these companies, they're doing it for the money. And then it's people like us who put our heart and soul and basically our life on the line to protect kids. And these people are just making money and leaving us on our own 12-hour shifts to deal with it. How is that
even
the
other stuff that's going on in the care homes, foster care, and I mean that's a whole nother show when we will be touching on all of that and going more in depth, because that's another shocking area.
Yeah, I mean, it's so raw to home that we've worked with young people that have been in Hyde Park before now, and you know, there's been situations where very similar to what's happened, and that young person's very lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
But the same young person, I know the young person that Crystalla is referring to. We've done it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So is that someone you were working with?
We've worked with before in the past, yeah. And when I tell you, there wasn't just one perpetrator, there was a handful of them. So this is where, you know, organized exploitation rings are very much still alive today.
Yeah, they're all still going. I don't think there's any any impacts.
Mike, what is it? You know, the young person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, and it's wrong, isn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. This is what I mean. All them getting jobs in places with vulnerable people so that they can do that kind of stuff to people who already have had enough. Yeah,
absolutely.
there's a lot of work to be done. Like, I don't know how, but I believe that we collectively can make a difference. And I think maybe concentrating on one thing at a time, but working together to actually get that done, whatever it is.
And I think like also the relationship between young people and the police is so broken and so destroyed because there's so many victims that speak up and they're denied being told that they're telling the truth or they're ignored. So you end up going back to the people or the negative energy that you can trust because that's all you know.
Yeah, it is frightening. Read a few of these comments. Yeah. Miss Jock says, yeah, it's right that kids would need to make it so that they have to show ID to get Snapchat, and yeah, they'd have to show that they're over 16. Big up to Smalls Music. Miss Jock says, I know my son wouldn't dare carry a knife. Other people need to do the same. Yes, training should be available in the kits in the park, etc. Big up, Miss Jocks. Yes, definitely. We've got the same vision. We want them kits everywhere, and get the training. But we're gonna have Lynn on in the next couple of weeks to talk about that.
Well,
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And this is the thing, anything can, can't it? Yeah. If somebody wants to hurt somebody else, then they can just. Mhm. The other thing that I think has changed as well, when with the stabbings, and this happened a good few years ago, I think it was Chris Preddy that pointed this out, and he was talking about the kids having like a scoreboard, depending on where they're stabbing people. So the more critically stabbed they are, the higher points they get.
yeah, I've heard of
Which
this, and also what I've heard is what they're doing now is when they're stabbing people, they're twisting the knife. I mean, so they
I
know
heard that. Yeah,
they're killing. They know what they're doing. They know they're taking someone's life.
yeah,
There's no recovery from that.
no, no chance. And with the knives that are being used,
Right.
so we need to think of a way, one, to stop them knives.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, like I said, we've got the community group doing. They've got a petition. We'd like ideas from anyone out there. Any suggestions, anything you think will work that we can try and come together and work on it. We're going to be consistently doing this podcast,
Yep.
minimum once a week. We would like to do it a lot more a week because it's such an emergency what's going
It
on.
is. And I think exactly with what the product that you guys have made is such a good start. And I think if they could make it mandatory training in schools for them to like, first aid, as Em pointed out, that's a great start to saving lives.
Yes. No, I definitely believe in this. It was literally this whole thing is Lynn's idea.
Well done, Lynn.
She did the research as well. She literally went and researched what would work. And then she went to people and said, this is what I've got in mind. And she's literally done it all on her own. And just thank goodness that she has. But we need to support her and get these all across the UK. And in
Definitely.
particularly vulnerable places as well, where there is a lot of people getting murdered. Thank
Well,
you.
what I've noticed is that it's not one-on-one. It's like 3 against 1.
Mm-hmm. And more.
Right. And it's just like, well, I mean, what chance has that person got apart from you calling the ambulance or potentially picking up one of those packs and doing your best to try and save a life? That's the only options we've got now.
Yeah, and that's what I think right now. And the school patrols. Now we've got this Brixton School Patrol, Forever Family as well on their Instagram. I think they're doing Croydon, Norbury, that kind of area. And another really, really good solution as well, I just remembered, safe zones. Now, if you haven't heard about them, add them up. Their idea, and they're trying to get that all round the whole of London, but it's literally shops that open their doors to help people who've been stabbed, and they literally take care of them. There's like a separated room, and they've got all the stuff to help them, you know, if they're bleeding, this kind of kit. And but that's another brilliant solution for now.
Absolutely.
While we're all thinking, you know, because people debate, and this has been going on for years, and yeah, this would be great, that would be great, but the kids are still dying. The weapons are getting more like disgusting and horrifying, and we literally can't even go to a park for an afternoon. You can't let your kids really go out. Like, I still take my daughter to school because I'm not confident about safety on the streets.
Well, this is exactly, and you know, we're witness to where we've, you know, been in hostels where kids have to, you know, go to school and travel on their own. And there's people waiting in vans or in cars trying to recruit young people. You know, and the other thing I think we need is metal detectors. Kids should get searched every day at school.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for so long.
Yeah, that is a fantastic idea. That's definitely that's been on my list for a while. I love that. Even, going into school. You know what?
Exactly.
Oh,
Brilliant.
yeah, brilliant. Yeah. I mean, it's sad state of affairs, you know, like, brilliant, but it's a necessity. We've got to do something.
Yeah, I think that's really needed. You know, because then you've got so much more of a chance of removing these weapons before they even go anywhere.
Yeah.
And you know, like I said, perpetrators are waiting outside the school to recruit people. You know, oh, if you sell me this or do this, I'll give you this, and don't worry, you can have this. What young people fail to understand is you don't know where these weapons have come from. You don't know how many lives that knife has taken.
Exactly.
And you're found with it. What do you think that's going to make you responsible? Not the perpetrator, mate. You.
Yeah, you've got the knife. Yeah. Now, does everybody know about Steel Warriors and what they do?
Amazing.
I love the work that they're doing. That's another organisation. Please follow them up, support what they're doing. If you don't know about them, please check them out fully. But I'll literally just break down what they actually do. They do free calisthenic classes in various different parks. The equipment that they use to do all the exercise is with knives that have been handed in. They've not been used to hurt anybody, but they melt them down and they make the equipment that everybody trains on. Now, they're a registered charity. They do exceptional work. The classes are brilliant. Very, very hard though, because I went to one. I did the one. It was meant to be a whole hour. I was done in about 20 minutes, mate. I couldn't do anymore. It's hard. I've never done that many press ups in my life. Like, that's the point. I couldn't even. I couldn't do any at the end of it. But please, exceptional work they're doing. add them up, support them, what they're doing. I have got an interview up with them as well, up on the YouTube channel, Let the Youth Live. Subscribe to that, please. Now, is there anybody else, any more? What have we got? Messages? Miss Jock says there's knife pages on Instagram. Yep. I know people that they do make a really big effort, try and get them closed down. So I think we need you, Missy Jocks, yeah? Keep us posted on them, because we'll try as well to get them taken down. Yeah, because it's a big problem that we do need to, we need to solve, and ASAP.
It's social media. Snapchat's the worst, because messages don't stay. So, you know, there's no evidence of where information has come from. So, you know, always check your young person's phone, because that's the key, is their phone, is their mobile phone. We've struggled to remove a mobile phone for the safety of a young person's life, because it's not seen as a reason. It's kind of like against their human rights, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But we're trying to fight to keep that person alive, but you're allowing them to still be contacted by perpetrators because you're saying it's against their human right.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that work?
It's messed up, the whole... Yeah. Because the thing is, it's glorifying it. Yeah. It's glorifying it. What goes viral. Oh, look at this, look at this. It's horrifying. But yeah, I think you're right.
That's what you're up against now. Point scoring.
Now, anyone have any idea how we could do anything to do with Snapchat? Or, because I've literally, you know, I've thought about it. I've never written to anyone or sent any emails. Yeah. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I didn't. Yeah. No, definitely. Mm-hmm.
And I
Because
think
that's
also,
the thing is...
I was gonna say, you know, like location. If you have a child and you can locate them, you know, you can have apps where you can follow them now.
Yeah,
So
I
you know
follow mine.
exactly where you're right, you see? So, you know, that's a brilliant idea. And I think, you know, exactly yeah, which is the other thing that you know, we're up against.
Yeah,
Yeah, for every young
that makes...
person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. And that's where what needs to have the prevention before it gets to where it is now. But yeah, we've got more messages here as well. Captain Rambo says, well done. Big up to Captain Rambo. I'll tell you what, he's definitely, he does so much work on our streets. He's done like for
Yeah.
many years. We'd love to get you up today as well. Have a chat to you. So yeah, request us if you're up for that. Missy Jock says if they're underage, it's not their right, it's the carers. Yep.
But there's that exactly, and ask a request to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, or tell us that we don't have any grounds to remove their phone because of human rights.
Oh my God. But what about theirs? Like you're saying.
Yeah.
That's something that needs to be addressed. Like, and I don't know, you know, how we're going to do it. I believe together we can make changes. So please, anyone that's listening, anybody that sees this video, any ideas, any solutions, any ways to implement some of the things we've talked about today, because we need solutions and we need them now. Not, you know, the
Absolutely.
years, we need them now.
And you know, I've got to say it because I think it's really relevant. If you're a man or a woman and you're not with the partner of your child because of whatever reasons you have, you need to put that aside, because what you're doing is disregarding what that child is potentially going to be going through. Fix up, look after your kids. We can't do this alone.
Yeah, there's loads of them out there that just, yeah.
You know, fix your differences. You don't have to, no one's asking you to get remarried or whatever, but that's your child. And there's perpetrators there that want to rape your kids, that want to stab your kids, that want to exploit your kids. You know, you got to look at it from that perspective.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the other thing that I find really frustrating is when you do try to talk to adults about what's going on, their reaction is, oh, it's too hurtful, I don't know if I can listen. Do you understand what that person's lost their life, or someone's lost a family member?
Yeah. No.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it is about doing that, isn't it? Putting in those hours.
They need it. They need life skills, you know, and they need more opportunities. And again, you know, parents, yeah, it starts at home, but also government. What are you doing? What are you doing?
They're doing nothing.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
You know what I mean? You're
Nothing
leaving it up to a bunch of women to do. Like, come on. You're there with all your 1,000 followers in your nice house, and there's kids dying on the street, and you don't even want to respond to people when you're trying to be an advocate for domestic violence. I ain't got time for you.
Yeah. And
Yep.
big up
Exactly.
to you, Em. Bless you. How disgusting. No.
How is that making change? How is that making change?
It's not,
You know,
that is not acceptable.
Exactly. And still to this day, I have to be careful where I go. You know, I've had people pull up cars on me to give me warnings, to let me know. Why do I have to live my life like that?
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Exactly.
I mean, you two do a hard job. Big up to both of you. Bless you for what you're doing, the two of
Bless
you.
you too.
Like, seriously.
Oh, it can be difficult. I mean, it's like I said, we could be left in a hostel for 12 hours with 5 kids because the government don't want to, you know, these companies just care about saving money. And then on the other hand, the government don't want to spend money to put in the correct trained staff.
No.
So if you've got 3, 4, 5 different kids from different areas that are all rival gangs, how are you dealing with that?
Exactly.
How are you supposed to manage that? There's been times when, like I said, I've had to break two gangs up, and I've had to stand in the middle of the road.
Oh my goodness.
To save lives. You know, it's just like, and I find, and no disrespect to the men, because I see, you know, that a lot of you are standing up and helping us, but it's women that are out here doing this. I'm sorry, but
there's a lot of mums that I know who've separately formed different, you know, groups and charities. A lot of bereaved parents coming together. But literally, we all need to join together.
Yes, that's where it's
all these separate. We literally need to work totally together, and that is going to take everybody coming together.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm pleased they've started the school patrols. They're up and running, but literally that's just Croydon, Brixton. I know they need funding to expand that. I have a lady on board who's waiting patiently to start doing any patrolling. She has trained dogs. She does security.
Amazing.
So she's looking for a team, you know, to join, because she's like us, same, you know, it's breaking her heart what's going on. She just wants to help. So I think a lot of these patrols would be great for kids before and after school.
I agree.
The bleed control kits, the metal detectors that you've said. Some schools, that's brilliant that they've got them already.
Yeah, and also the companies that are picking up from outside of the UK and not checking what's in boxes. Come on, guys.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Just want to give a massive shout, yeah, to Boo Becker. Enough love to you, darling. This is that's the wifey of Jester, one of our featured. He's my best in Britain artist, and Let the Youth Live. He speaks out all the time in his music. Very talented. And all about saving lives as well. Same as Becca. Yeah, everybody make sure to check out Friday nights, because the two of them do a wonderful, positive show on Instagram. Oh, it's lovely. So make sure, yeah, you check that out on Fridays. But yeah, big up to you. Now, is anyone got any other solutions or want to come on to talk about how knife crime is affecting them? You can request any ideas that you lot have got, because it's all about all of us. This is what this whole show is about. It's not just about, you know, us. It's about all of us and our children and how we make changes. All right? That's what this is all about. Because we literally can't take the heartache, the whole, we
Just
don't want our children to keep dying.
It's devastating, because this is overtaking their lives, so they're missing out on education, on knowledge. What's going to happen to the future of our children if all they know how to do is pick up a weapon and exploit each other?
Mm-hmm.
What hope have we got? You know, we haven't got any. They haven't got any. They've got nothing to live for.
Mm-hmm. See, there's a lot. I must say, I want to big up all the people out there who are doing things for the young people. There's a lot of people doing. There's a lot of, they're putting opportunities out there. They're really trying. Now, my concern with no matter what opportunities, what things they build for kids, is their safety going to these places, because we read about it where children go to youth centres or clubs and there's groups running in and stabbing them to death. There's people who have been caught with knives, maybe sent onto training courses, and while they're there, they are murdered on the course. And I'm sure there was one really recent. There was one a while ago, but there was one recently. So how do we ensure safety everywhere? I mean, we've got the CCTV cameras everywhere. Like, how is this all happening?
Literally. How has it got to the point in broad daylight in our most famous park in London, right? Literally, how has it got to that?
Yeah. Why would people even think, that could happen in a place like that? That should have top security and
right. So basically technology and Snapchat is what's raising our young people, because you know they can't go out and play, like they can't experience nature.
No.
You know, half of them don't have people who can teach them life skills. And you know, when you're have a stable upbringing, you understand emotions. A lot of these young people don't understand emotions. So, and they've got so much pent up anger and remorse because of how much they've been abused. They only know one way how to let it out.
Yeah. And their friends that have been murdered, you know, the trauma of, like,
it's hard.
it's too much for people. It's too much for families. You know, enough is enough. We need to make changes. So we're reaching out to everybody today. All right, we want you on board going forward.
Absolutely.
And we need people's help. This is not something we can do alone. Like, literally, no, we can't.
And we can't ignore it. You know, it's gone on too long now where things have gone undetected, and it's not safe, guys.
Definitely not safe out there.
It's not.
And future generations. I mean, we've lost generations.
Yeah.
That literally, they're gone. They've been wiped out.
Exactly. And also, you know, mistaken identity.
So
right. There's people losing their life just because they look like someone, because it was mistaken identity.
Yeah, this happens all the time. You know, years ago, when I was younger, like, you'd be sent to the shop. I can't think of sending my child to the shop, and I know other people, like, you've got that element of, are they going to be all right to get there and back? How many times I know kids who've gone to the shop, what area are you from? Who, you know, like, are you so-and-so? Like you're saying, mistaken identity. And it's all too late once they've stabbed them.
It's too late. So this person, and let's not underestimate, it could be you. Yeah, it could be any one of us.
It could be any of us.
Could lose our lives because we look like someone, potentially, or someone's made a mistake. I mean, it's not safe for any of us.
Yeah. So this is why we need to work together and talk out about it.
Yes, exactly.
The more of us that speak out about it.
Exactly. I mean, I just want to say actually a big thank you to everyone who's supported. You know, we've only had 2 or 3 days to pull this together, because on Friday, you know, both of us had a heart to heart, and we was like, we've had enough. And Sweetly contacted me and was like, girl, and I'm like, let's do this. But in that time, in the 3 days that we've been kind of pulling this together, I've had so many people come forward and say, I've been a victim of knife crime. My family's been a victim of knife crime. Thank you so much for bringing this to the table. And I just want to say, this woman is amazing. She's out here trying to give opportunities to people who have poorer backgrounds or don't have, you know, a platform for potential for their music. And you're out here fighting for the young people as well. And I just want to say a massive thank you to everything that you're doing. You're such an amazing woman. Don't ever stop, my girl. What, you're saving lives without even realizing it. You're touching hearts. You know, just by us having this conversation, there could be someone in here who's thinking about picking up a knife. If that's you, I urge you to put it down.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. You know? And I've had people say to me, you know what, I because of what you're doing, it's made me really think about what I'm doing.
Yeah. And you are amazing too. Like, everything you do, you know, I've got so much love for you.
Likewise.
Heart of gold, man. And you just, you're about the youth and saving lives too. And I love that. It's needed. You know, we need more of us out there doing it. Big up to Em as well, who came up on the live today. Bless her, man.
And
she's
go,
doing amazing.
See you.
A big up to Ghost as well. He says big salutes.
We got this.
I'm so glad we've started this. It's so necessary. And like we said, we want the people to get involved with this. We definitely want people to get involved. If anyone else wants to come up on the live, Give us your solutions, what you think will work now to save lives, how knife crime has affected you or affects your life. How is it affecting? Big up Nifty Jocks as well. We love you too. Thank you for all your input today. We appreciate you. We really, really do. Oh, and I forgot that point. I was thinking, oh, I must remember to say it. I saw that Missy Jock said before that Katie Price has tried, I don't know if it was to do with Snapchat, but to do with the IDing of people who were trolling on the internet.
Oh.
So, Missy, if you can give us any more info, right, I'm going to look into that. I'd even contact Katie Price because it needs doing. So if she's already started the ball rolling, that'll be excellent.
Exactly, and I think that's a really good point.
We need people with big platforms.
Right, exactly.
We do.
So, exactly. So if you are an artist or somebody who has a massive following, it takes less than a minute to put a post up that could save a life.
Yeah, and this is about saving lives. You couldn't get a better cause.
It could be your young person, your niece, your nephew, your daughter, your son, your friend's son, your godchild. Come on, guys.
Yeah. So I
don't
have
make
a baby
me
grandson now.
Exactly.
I worry, like, if it's like this now, if nothing happens, what's it going to be like in 10 years?
Do you know what? I hate to think, because like I said, 25 years later, I'm here fighting it, and it's got worse.
Yeah. I mean, you're one of the few and far between. You have consistently done it. I know a lot of people who were doing exceptional work who've left the field. They've left. They became so disheartened, so and violated. They've been through a lot. Then you know, so massive big up to you for sticking with the youth, sticking with what you're doing.
I won't ever stop, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's so close to home, and it's the one thing, apart from, you know, my family life, I'm so passionate about it. Like, I can't tell you, I've had sleepless nights. It's affected my, you know, I have images. I still go to bed and I still see my perpetrators in my sleep.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm out here doing 24 hours, you know, shifts, just to keep a young person safe. I'm out there in the road. Like, no one can tell me nothing when it comes to young people, because I am real, and I don't care who you are. Leave that young person alone.
Yeah.
Who are you?
And thank goodness they have you as well.
Exactly. We do. We hit brick walls daily, whether that's red tape with, you know, companies, or, you know, local authorities, or if that's, you know, even victims that are scared to talk. You know, a lot of them give information, and then it's used to glorify what work they've done with the young person, rather than the safety of the young person.
Yeah. And that's wrong.
It's wrong. It's wrong. And I think, like you said, solution-based ideas, and not just an idea, we need to activate these ideas now. We need to be marching in the streets with banners for our young people as communities, you know.
I was going to say, you see the marching. Now, I'm just going to be honest. I helped coordinate nationwide Your City Says No to Serious Youth Violence. I actually coordinated 2 of them. I had the vision that every person would come out who's been affected, who your children's affected, their lives affected. They would stand up on this one day and march. We managed to get 45 cities and towns, which was amazing.
Wow.
But trying to organise that, it was very difficult. There was a lot of people who didn't see it as positive, which was shocking. So I would like to hope that people would all come out and march. But I do believe we have a lot of power by using, like, the social media that we do have, if we get the right people on board to push what it is that we want.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
I literally organising that for everybody to, like I said, there was 40 towns and cities. Who knows, maybe if we did the same thing again, it'd be even more this time. But for what
I'm ready. Give me my marching boots. I'll make so much noise. I don't care. Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't care. Who's going to stop me? Who's going to stop me saving a young person's life?
If we're marching for a specific, you know, like we want a Cobra, and now we want it now, like where they have to change the laws.
They
but
have
what laws
to.
do we want changed? What is
well,
it that we, yeah.
That's a really good question, isn't it? Because there's so many laws that need looking at when it comes to young people.
Mm-hmm.
Knife crime has got to be top on the list, because once that's dealt with, at least we've got enough children alive to, you know, we're not continuously losing them. The priority is keeping them alive. That's the priority.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest we can work with, you know, the rest we can build on. As communities, they say it takes, you know, it takes a village to raise one kid. That's what they say. That's the saying.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to walk past someone's child and, you know, and just leave them there to be exploited, or are you? You're gonna try and help him.
Yeah.
We need to stand up. I don't have children, but I'm out here saving yours.
Yeah. Right, we've got Missy Jock says maybe someone got stabbed before at one of those. What the marches? I don't know. If they. I don't know. And she reckons a lot more people would turn up now, as it's been seen a lot more. It's very. What I've realised, there's a lot of people, and I'm just going to put it out there. There's a lot of people that talk the talk. All right. When it comes down to it, the doing, the turning up, the promoting it, I was hit with so much negativity organising that. It was shocking. And the people that it came from as well. I'm not going to dwell on that at all, okay? Because we want to move things forward. If you believe Missy Jocks that I said I would give it another go. I definitely would give it another go. Big up Captain Rambo. You're coming up on the live, man.
But it's true. It's like
we need your input, man. We need your input.
Yeah. People do a lot of talking, but they don't want to do no walking.
Yeah. And the people, I don't want to say too much. I'm not saying too much. But yeah, like I said, I've done the marching outside somebody said New Scotland Yard, done that. Loads of us went there. We had loads of signatures. But what were we marching for? This is the other thing. So I believe if we're marching, it's for something, as in, I don't know, a law changed, or the Cobra, or I don't know what it is. So between us, we need to decide on what it is we're asking for. That's another problem, because a lot of these marches, people don't really know what they want. We want life crime to stop, but it's not what they want put in place. So this is why I need people's input, because I'm happy to march. Yeah,
for me, I think the two things that obviously we'd have to look at is stopping the weapons from coming into the country. For one, that's got to be the for me the first thing, and then making it mandatory in schools for them to take the first aid training so they can use your kits. They're the two. Yeah. For me, laws around knives in the country, and the education system and how to educate kids to save each other's lives. For me, they're the two things for me.
Yeah, but I'm with that too. I like that idea of the kids learning to use the kits. And I'm going to say another thing as well. I've been trying for a very long time to get a promo video together that shows even how somebody could help their friend and keep them alive. So,
yeah, that would be brilliant, like a YouTube video.
Well, more like, like a promotional video to show people it in action. like as
Perfect.
in, you know, using it and the person being kept alive till the ambulance comes. So if there's anybody out there who wants to help us with that, because I've been trying for a long time.
I've got the perfect person.
Yeah, brilliant.
Oh yes, girl. Don't you worry about
Brilliant.
that. We've got that sorted.
Yeah, brilliant.
I'll send you the details.
Oh, Em is saying start with your safety packs. Council tax money could help it. Right, okay. So I literally, yeah, I need help with promotion of my this campaign. Yeah, I definitely need help with that. I have got a GoFundMe, but like I said, if people don't want to donate to my GoFundMe, which is for particularly South London, I'm going for, just because that's where our organisation is based, where I live, where it's based, and I kind of, yeah, I want to do these areas with the money that I'm raising. So I urge anyone out there who wants to save lives themselves, get together with other parents, get together and raise some money. And the
Absolutely.
these packs are not that expensive. These are literally, so you'd need training and one of these. But the only problem with those, what I'm going to say now, is you'd have them in like, well, I was actually going to put this in a community centre, but then I thought it's not open 24 hours. So access to that, like you need these readily available 24/7, because we don't know what time somebody is going to be bleeding to death on the street. So literally these will save lives, but in the cabinet, everybody who's a bystander, any bystander, first person to the scene, and that includes if the police turn up first, because the police don't carry these yet. The police need to be carrying these. The City of London are carrying them, but not our Met Police yet. That's something else that needs to happen.
I mean,
we want these everywhere.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's got to the point now where we're making kits to keep people alive. Is that, you know, that blows my mind.
I looked into Crystalla. I've got a link, yeah, for somebody who makes stab-proof clothing.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. Now, they look like normal clothing. You wouldn't even tell. Now, he done the design. I think he did the design for his uni degree. But it's like how it's so crazy to think that yes, our kids they do need that.
Yeah, they
but when
do.
I said that to some people, they're like, you can't be but actually our kids are getting murdered. How
every day
to help them?
Every day. I mean,
big up
I'm not sure what the
Belly,
statistics are.
We've got Missy Jocks as well. Thank you so much for your input, my darling. Right, we appreciate you today. We really do. Says, do you also have a Facebook page? Yep, Let's the Youth Live Facebook, and the GoFundMe, I'm sure, is on it. If not, the GoFundMe is, yeah, it's posted on this page. So, but I can give you a direct link. I would really appreciate you sharing that. Like we're saying, this is literally to save lives. Oh, bless you, my darling. Who else have we got? Jeremiah Bones, big up, Surf Boy.
Hey, Jeremiah. Thank you for joining.
Bless you. Yeah. Oh, and I meant to say, I saw a message from Captain Rambo. He said, give him 10 minutes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Now, he's been working very hard. I'll wait till he comes on and then we'll talk more about him. But I'm so proud of him and what he does in our community. Not just one community. He can go any community.
Bless.
Bless him. Because he was involved with the nationwide campaign. So, he was involved. He actually, he helped me the route, how to organise that, and planning it all. So big up to him. But he's done a lot of marches. So so he can definitely help if we're doing another one.
Brilliant.
He's brilliant. Yeah, we're talking
That's
about
what we
you,
need.
Captain. You ready yet? You ready? Because I also be talking too much about you. Massive love as well to Jeremiah from
I
New York.
know.
Yeah, enough love. Big up to the US. Because I mean, you've got a lot going on over there as well. But I mean, literally, these kits could help there. These are something that, you know, could help everywhere, globally. But we need to start saving lives here ASAP.
Absolutely.
Literally. Oh, he's not joining. Just at work. All right, we let you off. But yeah, we've got a wonderful interview, me and Captain Rambo, up on the YouTube channel. Best in Britain. No, not best in Britain. Sorry. So used to saying that. Let the youth live. So yeah, we've got a wicked interview up on there, so you can find out more about what he does. But he's doing exceptional work in our communities. But hopefully we'll get you on the next show anytime that you come on. You can get up on the live. So yeah, big up, massive shout out to Six Pack as well. But yes, but I think this has been a great conversation today.
Absolutely.
We've spoken out about a lot today. Yeah, we're doing this, Captain Rambo. This is going to be a regular. Yeah, we said once a week, but yeah, we feel like it needs to be more than once a week.
Yeah.
So let us know how you feel about it, and give us any input as well. But yeah, definitely this is something consistent that we're going to stick with, and try and, well, actually get some things resolved and some solutions actually work towards getting them solved, because it can't continue. I mean,
No.
Too Bad has said it in his rap, you know, that it just can't. How it is now, it can't.
No.
It literally can't. So it's a case of coming together, speaking out as well. Oh no, he's gonna give us. He said 2 minutes now. Don't mess us about, Captain. Don't do it. Don't do it. But yes, and that was wonderful that Em came on. Everything that she said as well is just so. And you know, she's lived it. She's living it. She's out there saving lives like yourself. Proud man.
And I just want to give her the biggest shout out. This woman is real. She's for the young people. She's supported me for the past 10 years. Now, I don't know many people that would do that, you know, especially with what I've been up against. And she's one in a million. And I'm so privileged to have been in her arena, where you got to wait till you see her. What she does with young people is amazing. She's a beautiful woman, and thank you for everything.
You can tell by the way she talks, and you know what I mean, she knows what she's talking about.
She does.
Bless her, man. Right, Captain Rambo is ready now. Just want to say, Em says as well, I think we might benefit from doing a chat early evening. I think you're right, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, and we'll definitely speak about that, me and Crystalla. All right. The loudest voices are young people. Yep, we want young people on as well. All right, let's add up Captain Rambo. Right, I'm adding you up now. No, it's not going through. Yes, Captain.
Hello.
Woo.
You good? Yeah, man. They're you too.
Man. But you, I tell you, you have been shining out for your work. Exceptional work in the community. Just want to tell everybody who doesn't know about you already to make sure to follow you up. You are about community. You're about, you know, the people, saving our kids, future generations. Big up to you. Yeah, and thank you for coming on today. Now,
appreciate it.
We want to hear your solution. What solutions for right now to save lives?
And I would say to deal with it head on, because what we're going through now is that all the talking and all of this marching hasn't really took any effect. Yeah, so I believe that we need to deal with it head on. I think that the community, the parents, the people need to all get together and actually stamp this out. The same energy they got for missing children, this should have been like at the pinnacle already.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
so
right.
so sweetie, what I'm basically saying that within the next few weeks, I think we need to get the people back out again, and I think we need to get the community all out on this, because basically, I will put. We need to deal with it. We need to deal with it. We need to go to City Hall. We need the mayors, the council, the police, the community, all involved in this.
Yeah.
Because like even the groups or the activists, they can do stuff, but it's not really going to hit home like that. I think the community needs to be at all the concerned parents and their uncle, carers, all need to be out.
Right.
And I think we need to tackle it on now. I think that we've been too, not us as a group, but I believe that we as a people been too relaxed on this issue.
Like accepting.
You know, it's not about, it's like we're putting other issues above this issue. It's like, you know, it's been at least 2-3 years since me and you linked up to do this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so in that time, there's been like hundreds and hundreds of deaths. Yeah, so I believe, so I'm saying that we need to put this at the agenda a bit. You know, I know that our kids is going missing and they're getting kidnapped, but there's a lot of body bags been filling up more. And now, like now, they're saying that now this COVID is kind of being lifted through the summer. It's going to be more of an increase in this. So I just believe that we need to, like, even we have meetings, have these lives every day, get the awareness out. I think, no disrespect, push this out as well as you push the music. Even if it's just me and you on the panel, I'd rather that.
Yeah. I'm
But I
up
think
for
we
that.
need.
I'm open to suggest like all of that. If you kind of organise.
No, I will do my bit. I will do my bit, but I got a little. I have a link with a hall, yeah. So I need to bring you and our people who's really on this together. We need a quick meeting, and within a month, we need to get back out there. And I think, you know us. Like, I rather do our stuff in our home basis and allow people to spread the awareness in their communities.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
But as I said, within the next few weeks, I need to have a meeting with you and get these stuff rolling, you know, because I'm not being funny with you. I don't have no time to look for missing kids. I have a lot of problems dealing with. I'm having a lot of I'm having a lot of parents calling me about these knife issues, you know, and I think allow everybody to deal with what they got to deal with, because this community is kind of bigger than what we kind of understand it to be. So we will just deal with what we got to deal with, sweetie.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add up Crystalla again, all right? Because her battery died.
Yeah,
right?
bring it on, man.
Okay.
I don't know why she couldn't put her phone on charge anyway.
Yeah, I've got mine plugged in, I know. But it's actually her first live today, so big up to Crystalla.
No, big up Stella.
Ratings to you, gorgeous man.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My phone died.
Yeah.
Right, so Crystalla, that's Captain Rambo.
Hello, mate.
Did you hear what he said about organising a march where we all come out, we all come together, and also a meeting where we all discuss, people who are actually about solution?
Yeah, so what I would say is to you, sweetie, within the next few weeks, see like the main people from our group. I need a meeting with you lot, because I'm saying within a month we need to be out. And I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you the truth. Like, I'm trying to appeal to the community. It's for the parents to come out, the uncles, the guardians. I don't care if you're a foster carer. I need all the adults, all the responsible adults to be out.
Yeah.
Because what it is, we need the community to say it's a damn enough. Because it doesn't make no sense. We keep on saying, oh, the gun and knife crime's enough, and we doing this and we doing that. And the people of the community doesn't feel it. So what I'm saying is to within the next few weeks, and I mean few weeks, like within the next 3 weeks, I'm gonna call in for a meeting with us.
Yeah.
And get things going. You know?
Yes, definitely.
I mean, like we've got so much groups, so much movements. Allow everybody to focus on what they need to do, and we focus what we need to do. Because I know me and you's from the same area, yeah? And I've got a lot of people who will support us from that area, and that's why I'm gonna hold the meeting. So don't worry.
I want these bleed control kits all round our areas.
No, but that's what I'm saying to you. Like, I'd rather see these kits in Peckham, Bermondsey, Deptford, New Cross, Lewisham,
Brixton,
maybe Brixton. But let's just deal with one area alone first.
Yeah.
It starts
I need help to raise the money anyway. It's
but what it is, sweetie, the reason why I've been doing this for so long is because my own community supports me. Now, when I say community, I'm talking about my neighbours. I'm talking about the people who care for me and I care for them. Yeah? All the little white kids love me. Because we're all in the same area. We're all got each other's backs.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying to you.
Lots of areas, don't you? You don't just concentrate on one.
No. But what it is, I make sure I concentrate on the areas where I live and where I step out, and the areas where I know. Like the children who I deal with is the children who I could rough up personally, and their parents not telling me shit because I'm not having it. And this is getting to the stage like this. If we don't stamp up now, we're going to have other vigilante groups who doesn't give a fuck about parents. Because the problem is this, you the parents should be responsible for your kids. And you got to create people like me who's going to say, enough is enough, and we're going to deal with you and deal with your parents.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be like that, you know, because I'm being real with you. All it takes is you to fuck around with certain other people's kids. Yeah. And their families is not going to have it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's going to be a point that talking is not going to be no more.
Yeah, there won't be.
Yeah, so within the next few weeks, my love, like we go link up behind closed doors. Any concerned families and that who want to get involved will contact you, and me and you will deal with it, and we would have that hall. But I'm saying within the next few weeks.
Yeah, brilliant.
So, on that
like
note, I'm over and out, yeah?
Yeah, no. Necessary as well, yeah?
No, but I'm being real with you. If we don't deal with this now, in summer, you're going to have a lot of parents, mum and dads and uncles who's going to come out and batter your children, yeah? And batter you, yeah? Because this is gone to the point of no return now.
Yeah. Absolutely. The police can't even control it.
No.
No.
And sometimes we've got parents who don't give a fuck about police or the court system. So you don't want to draw them out.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So I'm saying that within 3 weeks, but by the end of this week, I'll be calling you up, sweetie.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so I'll set the hall and everything.
We need to do this. And like I said, me and Crystalla, like when we were speaking last week, we're exactly the same.
No, this Chris is cool, yeah? This Chris is cool. I don't want to work with no blue ticks and all of that fucking shit, yeah? I want to work with real people.
You want to work with a real man?
Yeah,
I'm real, mate. Don't get more real than me. I'm telling you.
Like, we only work with real as well.
Amen.
Yeah,
you're definitely that.
Don't worry, I'm just saying to you, within the next... within the end of the week, I'm going to call you up, sweetie.
Brilliant.
And we're going to move things forward. Yeah?
Right, and we're going to keep doing these lives Trying to
Yep.
get more people
Do it every day,
involved.
man. Forget it. Do it
Yeah.
every day. Yeah.
Mhm.
Go and get some of these rappers to call out these stuff. That will be the good thing as well.
Okay, I'm good. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
I'm
we
glad
need
we
more.
started this today, and like you're saying, everything has to be in action within the month.
Yeah. So on that note, I've got to go. Yeah. Bless you, lot.
Oh, bless you
Oh,
too. You gotta go,
thanks.
yeah.
Yeah, man. No worry, man. I'll
Thank
call you later.
Thank you for coming on. Enough love.
Thank you
Bye.
very much. Bye bye.
See ya.
Oh, amazing.
He is. I love Captain Rambo. And like I said, he really helped me out a lot when I was doing the nationwide march. He's been doing all this for years, so he knows what's what. And that's brilliant. Now we've got something in place going forward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think the more professionals that work in the industry with young people, the more we can like even your pack, what's been designed to save lives, that needs to be mandatory in hostels. Every hostel should have that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You're right.
And I know the perfect person that can support that. So once we've finished our conversation, I'm going to put you in contact with them.
Wicked, man. Yeah. Oh,
Trust
bless
me,
you.
I've got a good squad, but I've got 2 amazing women behind me that have backed me for, you know, like I said, my girl's been there for 10 years, and the level of experience and the range of knowledge and the places that she's worked in and who, see, I know my girl, I ain't got to say nothing.
Oh.
So, you know, I'll put you in touch with her because she's worked in hospital, she's worked in the ambulance services, she's got a medical history, she's worked in education, she's worked with young. It's ridiculous. She's a walk-in everything.
Yeah. Oh, sounds amazing. Oh, I'd appreciate that. That'd be wicked, man. So
I think that's a good place to start, is the hostels, definitely.
Yes, yep, definitely. So, and I love them ideas today, what you said, like especially the hostel now as well. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, we need them there as well. So, yeah, and the schools and just everywhere that, you know, our children are frequenting. So
exactly.
this has been a wonderful meeting today.
Yeah.
And I think Captain Rambo, I think, is right. Like what we said, that this is a more than once a week show.
Yes. Mate, same time, same place tomorrow. Let's do this.
Let's do it, man.
I'm on it. I appreciate what you're doing.
It's felt good talking about it out, like instead of to myself, you know, being horrified and crying and being very disheartened and scared. But the more of us that speak out, the better. The more solutions we work together to do.
Yeah.
Massive shout out to Adam R, one of my featured producers of Best in Britain, very sick producer. If anybody has, if anyone wants to come on the live before we finish the show, if you've got any solutions to knife crime right now that will save lives, or how knife crime has or is impacting your life, you can add us up, request to come on the live. Massive love to M again. She's saying, stay strong, babe. Yes, we are. We're staying strong.
And this is, you know, this is a message that I want to give as well to all the women out there. You know, we have to stick together. We are maternal. It's our job. This is what we're built to do. We're built to protect children, you know, and I don't want to underestimate how many women are exploiting young people as well. And it saddens me to my core to know that there's a lot of parents that would happily hand their kids over to be exploited, you know, and it's difficult because it's hard to find people that really do care about the communities. So at what point do we actually, you know, we can't always blame the young people. Again, it's down to the families, it's down to professionals. We have to work together. What's so important is sharing knowledge and information. You know, once you get your training clip out, that, you know, that is just such an amazing start to showing people how to use it.
See, Lynn's, she's done one which does show how, but it's not what I've envisioned. I want the young people to see how this can help, so that they would want to use it to help their friends.
Right. Yeah.
So I need some help with that promo. I definitely.
I've got you, babes.
Brilliant.
We'll get on
So
it.
I've been trying for long. I've had a lot of people who said, yeah, I'll do, and it didn't happen. I know with you, like I said, you're real, man.
I live it, I breathe it, I sleep it. Sometimes I don't sleep because of it. My life is dedicated to protecting young people, and that will never change. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm a voice for them. And what?
Yeah. And they need your voice. They need people standing up for them.
Yeah.
Because it's too much. It's too much.
It is. It is too much.
With and live with on a day to day. It's and the things they're witnessing day to day.
Right. Exactly.
Em's saying she's going to contact a few people this afternoon and get back to you.
Hey!
Girl power, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It just saddens me that, you know, it's taken things like what's been designed to actually try and save lives. It should never have had to come to that.
No, definitely not. But it has. That is where we're at.
Literally.
That's actually where we're at.
Yeah, and
like
like
Captain Rambo said, you know, literally, like this has to be in the next month. There needs to be stuff in place because we've got the height of summer.
Well, this is it with restrictions lifting. It's going to be our streets are going to be covered with blood, and it's blood of young people. What, you know, how many funerals do people want to go to? Exactly. This is what I need to know. How long is this really going to go on for?
Yeah.
You know, we might not ever be able to stop it because of so many reasons that, you know, that we can't, you know, there's drugs is a massive part of it, which is a separate topic that, you know, we're going to discuss, but their hands, just a lot of young people's hands are tied.
Yeah.
So we were going to sit back here and just wait for an invitation to a funeral of somebody that we love. I'm not doing that.
No, exactly. I don't want to wait. You know what I mean? At all.
We've had to fight to save young people. Literally fight and kick and scream to save young people's lives. And then as professionals, we're frowned upon. Doors are shut on us because we're doing the right thing.
Yeah. I mean, how up is that? Like,
how messed up is that? Yeah. So you can't even protect a young person without being penalised.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like you said, we're literally at the point where we're in a pandemic, you know, and we're at that point now where it's either we start giving these young people training and equipment to save each other's lives, or we're going to have blood on our streets, even worse than what we have now.
Yeah. Not that I can even imagine how it could get worse because it's so horrific, isn't it?
I know, it's true. How can it get worse? How can it?
But we know it's not going, you know what I mean? If nothing is done, then it's going to get even worse. Yeah. But,
well, this is the thing. And then what, you know, is it going to resort to guns next?
Mm-hmm. But I think today it's been great that we've all connected.
Yeah.
We've discussed solutions. We will be doing this more than once a week. It's something that we need to do, and I'm just glad that we've started now.
Amen.
Actually, yeah. And I'm proud of both of us.
Me too.
Speaking out. Because we don't actually do separate live things, do we? And this is actually your first.
It is.
So like I said, respect, yeah.
It's for my young people, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't sit here and like know that I've got all these people on my Instagram, and you know, I don't care about fame, but I want to be recognized because I want to be that channel for young people that's safe. you know,
Yeah,
and give
exactly.
their point of view. I don't care
Yeah.
for nothing, mate. I earn my money. I don't need anything that's not meant for me. But I have a voice, and I'm in a position where I've built up my social media so that now is the time I'm able to do this now, because I
Yes.
can
Yeah.
get recognized and I've got that support. And you know, I'm just privileged and I'm blessed to everyone that supported that.
Yeah. No, and you do have a lot of support. A lot of people love you.
And you too,
You're
babe.
amazing.
So are you. Watch, we're gonna make a difference. I'm telling you. We have
Yes.
done behind closed doors, but do you know what? I'm not one to keep quiet in it. So
Yeah.
let's go.
Hmm.
You lot want a
Yes.
war? Well, we're gonna fight the war.
Yes.
I'm a
There's a
soldier,
war on our
mate.
streets, man.
I'm a soldier. I'm alive. I'm here. I'm
You
doing this.
certainly are, man.
I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Do you know what I mean?
Do it. Let's do it. Right, I think we'll finish it up for
Yeah.
today, though. All right, because I think we've talked about a lot today. We've had some lovely people on as well. Lots of lovely comments. Lots of
Yeah.
people supporting. Um, and it's been lovely. We had M come up and give a talk on the live, which was absolutely lovely. And she knows her stuff. She's out there saving lives and has been for many years. Captain Rambo as well. Big up to you.
Hey.
Another one out there saving lives. And Crystalla as well, my co-hosts of this show. Big
And
up to
you.
you out here saving lives. And it
This is
feels
what we
it feels good. You know what I mean? To be trying to do something.
Yeah, I mean, it's disheartening, just like you said, you know, there's been times when I've been like, I can't do this. I'm not being listened to, you know, for personal and professional reasons. I've had doors closed on me, told that I'm crazy, it's all in my head, just to, you know, and it's like, I can only imagine how some of the victims must feel as well, you know, not
Yeah.
being listened to. And it's such a good point. And evening is a really good time to kind of see if we can get some young people to speak about their journey. And I'm
Yeah.
all for that, to do one in the evening.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's
Definitely.
do
That
it,
was
babes.
great advice. We're going to go for that.
Yes.
And yeah, because I hadn't thought to get young people speaking, because I never hear them speaking out. Like,
Yeah,
we need that.
we
need that.
do.
Yeah.
And I think also is a place where they can be comfortable to speak, because a lot of the time they don't want to say they're scared, they don't want to say they're frightened, they don't want to say what they've been through, because there's this whole stigma of, oh, you've got to be almost robotic and not be able to think with your heart and your
Yeah.
soul.
Just be cold. Yeah.
You're just brainwashed, literally. And social media and society is what's raising our children.
Yeah.
We
I'm going
can't
to
carry on.
definitely look into Katie Price and what
Yes.
she's trying to get a law passed. That's what Katie
Oh.
said. Yeah, to do with ID for social media. So at least you'd know how old somebody was.
But the issue
So
with
yeah,
that
even
is
if
if you're an
yeah,
adult, can you have more than one Snapchat? Because you can just give people the passwords to use it.
oh, I know there'd be always ways to try and get around stuff and that, but
But it's a
you'd have to
start.
rely a lot on the parents to ensure. So I don't know, but I think it's a good start. I think it's great Katie Price has at least initiated something, so there's something to look into and to, see if that's something we could add to.
I think young people just shouldn't have social media, full stop.
Yeah.
Full stop. All they need is to
Yeah.
call your mum, call your mates.
Yeah.
It needs to be stopped. There needs to be a law. Anyone under 18 should not have access to social media.
Yeah.
We can only try.
We get that. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm just everything we've talked about today. I'm going to be having a good think about.
Yeah.
How we can implement and do some of these things. But like I said at the beginning, I need everybody's help. We need your help.
We do. We need
Everyone.
it. Support us.
It's about saving lives, yeah?
Literally. If you're a parent, stand up. Be the voice for your young person. Check their bags, check their phones, check who they're talking to. Make sure you get pictures and ID of people that they're going to see. Monitor the times they're leaving, the times they're going out. Check the patterns, check their body for injuries. You know, guys, you've got to wake up.
Yeah. Even if there's parents out there that need help, yeah, please contact Crystalla.
Yes,
She
please
will help
do.
you, yeah.
I will. I'm
So
not,
please,
I'm not, I'm not.
I'm just going to look at one of the messages here. It says Chris Berry says it's because you have children raising children.
Yes, that's another good point.
Yeah, which is
That's
difficult
another.
in itself, because if you're a child, how can you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's children, as you know, get roped into exploitation. So if you're a young person and you know you're 15, 16 having a baby, what do you know about perpetrators? What do you know about raising a child? What life experience and knowledge, not to take away, because half of these kids know more than what we do. They're smart,
Yeah, they're not definitely smart. Yeah, we've never said them. Yeah, they're amazingly smart.
Amazingly smart. They can operate technology but in ways that I couldn't even imagine. But when it comes to life skills, even down to folding clothes or signs to look for perpetrators, they have no idea. So how do we get that knowledge to these young people who are having kids, all the young parents? And like I said, if you are a parent and you're having trouble with your ex-partner or partner with your child, you need to come together, because I'm telling you, that's a target. Your child is a target for a perpetrator. Wake up.
Yeah. And there's a lot of perpetrators out there.
There's more perpetrators than there is good people, mate.
As well, because it's not just. And that's what I've been discovering, and that's heartbreaking, and frightening as well.
Yeah.
I
mean.
Em says, she's saying that the kids, they can't wash up though.
No, that's true. They can't.
Very smart. They can't. Yeah, that's just.
It's true.
In general, though, isn't it?
they can use a phone, but they can't wash up. It's honestly the battles we have on a daily basis trying to, help these young people with their life skills. But because their brain is so focused on, the perpetrator or their life being saved, a young person can get 100 phone calls a day from a perpetrator. Where are you? What are you doing? Do this, do this, do this. People will threaten them on the phone consistently. So their head is constantly in a space of panic. So, yeah. And it's not just one perpetrator. It could be 10. And our job is to try and get rid of as many as we can. And that's really difficult when, there's so much red tape around it. Yeah. And they're still letting these perpetrators walk around. Still to this day. It happened to me 25 years ago, and the people that did it to me are still on the street. I want to know why. I want to know why.
Yeah. So do I, man. But it doesn't surprise me with the legal system. Because, that needs a whole shake-up. That's another whole couple of shows, I think.
We've got our work cut out, girl. We got our work cut out, but we're going to recruit a banging team, and I won't shut up. I don't care who you are. If you ain't for young people, what are you doing with your life? Honestly, really, what are you doing?
Exactly.
I don't have a filter, and I don't care. I'm all for the young people.
We wouldn't have you any other way.
Hey!
Bless you. I think we should finish up the show for today, all right? And me and you will have catch up in a bit, and just we'll probably be going live tomorrow, more than likely, but we're definitely going live again this week. Yep. And I do think the evening idea is fantastic, with the aim of speaking to young people. All right.
Absolutely.
So thank you for that, Em, as well. Thank you for coming on. Big up to Captain Rambo. He's saying kids can't cook either. My kid can. She's very good. She's sick at cooking. He says, great show today.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm glad that we've started this, and it's going to consistently be happening. All right. Okay.
Yep. We're on it.
About saving our children's lives.
Amen.
Right, so look forward to speaking to you, Captain Rambo, soon as well. Thank you, Crystalla, for today.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you to everyone who's had an input today, come up on the live, made comments. Big up to all of you. All right. Have a lovely rest of your day.
And you too.
We've got Craig
Oh.
Foster just said it's all about educating the youth. Yep,
Mm.
you're right there. More education. Thank you for that comment. Right, salute to you, Captain Rambo. All right, we're out of here, but we'll catch you very, very soon. If there's anyone out there that actually needs help, like if you're a young person, please contact Crystalla. You can always contact Let the Youth Live as well. We're here for you. We're here to support you. And also any solutions. We're here to back solutions and actually do something with the solutions.
Absolutely.
Right?
Thank you, Sweetly. Shout out to Let the Youth Live.
Shout out to you.
Yay!
Saving lives out there. Now, Craig says, can we send him a message as he'd like to work with us?
Oh,
Big up, man. Yes.
yes.
Send you that message, all right? Love to everyone, all right? And have a blessed day.
Bye.
Big up. Bye.